Welcome to Woodstown In Focus for March 2024. I'm Jordan Maldonado.
And I'm Carter Orlandini. Woodstown In Focus is a show that takes a look at the great people and awesome things going on at Woodstown High School.
On this month's show, we'll go behind the scenes of Wolverine Wars, see where the Research Club went last year, and find out what the Academic League is all about.
Plus, we'll hear our students on KYW News Radio. But up first, this is the inaugural year for the Finance and Business Management Academy at Woodstown High School. So what is this new academy all about? Caden Spinelli has the details.
The Finance and Business Management Academy is a brand new addition to this school year, where students are taught skills that will give them a head start in a finance career. In their first year, the Finance and Business Management Academy teacher, Ms. Levinsky, educates the freshmen about an introduction to business and computer applications.
So right now, freshmen take Intro to Business and Computer Applications, and then next year they'll be taking accounting and graphic design as it relates to marketing. We're hoping to add some more courses in for their junior and senior year.
Noah Q, a freshman in the Business Academy, along with many others, has enjoyed his time in the class so far. He and the other Academy students go on the business-related field trips, work in the student store, and compete in FBLA.
I've always been an aspiring entrepreneur. I've always wanted to enter the field of business ownership. I've always wanted to own my own garage one day, so I really saw myself doing that last year when I was choosing my academy. I think it's a great option.
Mr. Senior handles all the requirements regarding students that apply into the Finance and Business Academy. He is involved with the admissions process.
Obviously, we're just looking for students who are well-rounded and are go-getters, and that's really what we're looking for. Students that are going to obviously do well in the program, but also help enhance Woodstown High School in some way.
The Business Academy is an up-and-coming program that provides key building blocks that everyone needs for their future. Their hope is to increase their enrollment rate and continue to make this academy a success. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Caden Spinelli.
Last summer, the Research Club had a unique opportunity to take a field trip to the Florida Keys to do some research. Joey Powell has more.
A club in Woodstown High School that doesn't get a lot of publicity is the Research Club. This past summer, the club went on a trip to a marine research facility.
Last summer, the Research Club went on a trip to Pigeon Key in the Florida Keys. This is the first time they have done that since 2018. The Research Club is a group of students who are interested in conducting science research and want a future career in oceanography or in the field of marine research.
Research Club is a group that we organized going back probably 8 years ago or so now. It consists of students who are interested in research, scientific research, or just interested in using hands-on interaction with the environment and nature and doing interesting things in the outdoors.
The Research Club did a lot of educational activities that helped the environment and helped the students understand the environment and other organisms around the Florida Keys. Though they were in the classroom, they did many hands-on activities around Pigeon Key and off the shore of the island.
We were in the water a lot. Every day we were in the water, so we did a lot of snorkeling. We did a lot of collecting organisms while we were snorkeling. So looking for different species underwater. We did some tide pooling. We went offshore and did some snorkeling at different reefs. We dissected squid. We identified different marine invertebrates, learned how to identify different fish species that are common in tropical reef settings, learned about marine debris, did a little bit of recreational fishing, and a few other things, but they were some of the highlights.
They went snorkeling, tide pooling, and even held many different species around the island. These hand-on activities are helping the students in many different ways.
I learned about a lot of animals, and when I go scuba diving for the first time, I can use that information I got from that field trip to point out different animals and just research more about them.
I see this club as a benefit for the students in our school and could help students pursue marine biology and other jobs in that field. The Research Club is doing a trip in the summer of 2025. Expect to see flyers starting next school year. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Joey Pell.
Wolverine Wars just completed its third year of fun, school-wide competitions. So how did it get started, and how do they organize such a huge event? Lucas Sperry takes us behind the scenes.
Wolverine Wars is a fun night of activities and games made possible by the collaborative efforts taken by the SJ officers and faculty for students to participate in and the community to enjoy. Wolverine Wars is a school event that was started in 2022 by former counselor Mr. Cardona. It was inspired by his old high school tradition at Shalleck, the green and gold color wars. He took this idea and modified it, bringing it to Woodstown High School as the Wolverine Wars we know today. However, this year, Mr. Kaiser and Mr. Maslowski are looking to make some changes and bring a little more attention to the event.
It really is a student-run event. They decide teams and they decide what they're going to wear and their posters and their music and their entry videos. So I think getting that out as soon as possible is key for making the event happen and run as seamless as possible.
For coordinators such as Mr. Kaiser and Mr. Maslowski, preparation starts early in the year, during September. Later on, students start to discuss potential new events for Wolverine Wars. They also consider what people liked, disliked, or may want to see this year.
The preparation really starts at the beginning of the year. The most important thing, and sometimes the most difficult thing, is just to find a date that doesn't conflict with anything else. We have the school musical, the play, things going on at the same time. So we try to find a date that there's not a ton going on. So finding the date is really the hardest thing, but we were able to decide that early on in September when the school year started.
This year, coordinators are really looking to get the word out. Wolverine Wars will be an event open to spectators, not just limited to students, but available to the whole community. Students get to choose their teams, what their entry videos will look like, the music they play, and also one of the newest additions to the event, their team posters.
There are a few newer events that we have in mind. We're still going to have a talent portion. This year we're incorporating a more artistic competition leading into it. We're essentially having like a poster designing competition between the two teams. Almost think like what we did with Homecoming. A lot of the events are similar from last year's because we knew after last year's event that those events that we had worked.
Well, what's in it for the winning team? Apart from bragging rights, students from the winning team will have their colored flag fly below the American flag on top of the high school. On top of this, they will also be awarded the school's Wolverine Wars belt. The 2024 Wolverine Wars will be held on March 22nd at 6 p.m. in the high school main gym. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Lucas Sperry.
Do you think you're good at trivia? The members of the Academic League certainly are, and they keep on winning. Who are they and how do they prepare to face their competition? Shelby Foote has the report.
Woodstown High School has many extracurriculars. One of them you may not have heard of is the Academic League. Ms. Orbello and Ms. Coombs lead a group of students who compete against schools in the county in trivia.
Academic League is a trivia-like game where different schools in the area compete against each other on random knowledge. The questions range from pop culture to astrophysics.
Academic League is a Jeopardy-like competition where students from different schools go up against each other in trivia.
The Academic League has competitions from September to February. They have one match every month. The Academic League tries to meet twice a week to practice. Their practice schedule is very flexible when it comes to sports, the play, and other extracurricular activities.
Yes, we have practice. We try to have practice twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We leave it open to everybody. So even if someone has other conflicts like a sports practice or game or rehearsal for the play, we still kind of work around that so that everyone can participate.
I think definitely being with my friends and competing in the matches, they're always a lot of fun. They're competitive. You never really know what the questions are going to be like or how the other team's going to be.
Academic League is a great way for students to show off their knowledge on random subjects during competitions. If you think you are good at trivia and are interested in being involved in the Academic League, they are always looking for new members.
I would tell them just come out. It's low stress. We try to have fun. It literally is 45 minutes to an hour after school, and there's no pressure.
If you are looking for a way to show off your knowledge, Academic League is the club for you. Reach out to Mr. Rebello or Ms. Coombs for more information on joining the Academic League. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Shelby Foote.
Each year, the Communications Academy offers the opportunity for students to learn broadcast journalism from one of the area's biggest news stations.
Dante Holmes
Takes a look at who took part in it this year.
Each year, students in the Communications Academy get a chance to participate in a program at KYW Radio and learn about broadcast journalism. This year, Dimitri Belitsis and Jana Shankarelli were the students selected for the program.
The KYW Newstudies Program gives students an introduction to broadcast journalism. The students are paired up with experts on their respective fields so that they can learn the essentials. They use state-of-the-art equipment to record their own stories. Dimitri Belitsis, a senior in the Communications Academy, was one of the lucky students selected.
The KYW News program is a little glimpse into broadcast journalism with the radio station in Philly. They explain to you how everything works. They show you from start to finish how everything on the radio works.
Jana Chonkarelli, a junior in the Communications Academy, was the other student who went to the KYW Newstudies Program. Her and Dimitri both learned valuable skills to do with broadcast journalism. Eventually, both students wrote and recorded and aired their stories.
I talked about horses and therapy and how horses and therapy work to help people with special needs or victims of abuse or veterans. It was my sister where she rides horses.
Nestled in the rolling farm fields of Salem County, New Jersey, is Ravenwood Farms, a nonprofit safe haven where humans and horses come together to help each other grow. The founder of the organization, Dawn Mahalik, says,
I'm creating a safe space for people to heal themselves. So the real magic's the horses.
Children with special needs, victims of abuse, and veterans benefit physically and emotionally from the interaction and care of horses. Instructor Lindsay Mackey says,
They really have giant heart centers, the place where all healing begins.
Olivia Granato, a former participant, says,
It's like a friendship, but without words.
From Woodstown High School, I'm Jana Chonkarelli.
I did it about the Challenger League in baseball, Pennsville. It's with special ed kids who play baseball basically, and they get other kids from the high school, middle school to come help out, parents. It's just nice for the kids to have that kind of experience, so I try to promote that.
Pennsville, New Jersey Challengers Baseball League was created by Bridget O'Brien so people with special needs could have a league of their own. Students from local high school come around every week to help out.
When we have these typical peer volunteers working with them and playing with them, they realize they have a lot more in common with our players than they ever realized.
This league gives players a sense of community. With such a success, Bridget plans on starting a basketball league for them as well. Dimitri Belitsas, Woodstown High School.
Jana wants to continue communications in the future. The KYW Newstudies program showed all options in the communications field. The program helped her realize she would like to become a sports reporter or journalist.
Yeah, I definitely would, with the sports reporting. And when we learned about the radio personalities, it also sounded very interesting. So that's definitely something I would like to do.
The KYW Newstudies program offers a lot of opportunities to students interested in the communications field. It gives them new skills and helps them get a step ahead. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Dante Holmes.
And that will do it for Woodstown In Focus.
For Jordan Maldonado, I'm Carter Orlandini. See you next time with more amazing people and amazing stories.